ready? Let's go. We said that you're ready like 5 times, but we're back in business, ready to go. We finally get our amazing co-host, the most busy woman I know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So much to talk about, guys. But
is there?
Is there?
Yeah, because I was told this is gonna be a fishing rant. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick one. I mean, my bad. Little slip up, Kellan there. Crazy stuff though, but also, I feel like there was like,
Kellan got a haircut today.
Yeah,
it looks really good. I love it. Also, should we tell them we have to start with what we've been watching?
Aye, Captain. No, it's like, yes, sir.
Aye, Captain.
I'm not in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, we aren't watching Pirates of the Caribbean anymore.
Yeah, we stopped after 3 because that shit gets boring early.
4 and 5 aren't the greatest work they've produced, but we watched the show The Ultimatum. I don't know if we talked about that already. Did. And then we are watching currently Only Murders in the Building.
I literally look up Mexico and then the first thing that pops up is aliens. Like the Mexico UFO? Aliens that came. Like, dude, these are straight up paper mache, bro.
Well, you don't believe it?
Somebody came forward with like alien specimens, Bianca. Do you think this looks like a mummified alien?
Yeah.
No way. That is way too stereotypical. Not a shot.
But that's why it's stereotypical, is because people way back in the day, they drew these figures. And so our imagination's based off of these drawings that people have made.
You're not wrong.
And so it can't be far off. It looks like E.T. straight up, though.
No, yeah, I know.
It looks like E.T.
The fact that I just look up Mexico, because I did that because the UFC fight, it's like Noche UFC. This fight card.
Noche? Like night?
Yeah. So it's kind of sick because they're not doing a pay-per-view. It's like Alexa Grasso fighting for the title against Valentina Shevchenko.
Okay.
But I think they're doing like some type of Hispanic thing.
Oh.
But it's like sick because it's a title fight and you don't have to pay for it, which is kind of sick because that's a championship bout. But yeah, I just look up Mexico and get the UFC.
All over this already.
Listen, man, I'm skeptical as hell.
Of aliens or of
this?
Oh.
Dude, you think the public is gonna know about an alien specimen? Anybody that comes out, we could make this. I literally feel like we could make it. I was watching Pat McAfee's show. I was literally looking like, dude, this looks like paper mache. And then one of the guys on the show says, this is paper mache. This looks like paper mache.
Okay.
Not a shot.
Okay. I'm not gonna not agree or disagree, but I definitely think that it could totally look like that. That is what a mummified alien would look like.
One of them. There's different species.
Oh, so now there's different kinds of aliens.
Well, obviously, there's probably...
Oh, from like different planets?
Yeah, I watched Arrival the other day on Netflix. It was pretty good. You missed out.
I don't know if I did, but okay.
You did.
I want to watch... There's a couple shows I actually want to start.
Streaming's dry. Tuesdays is the hot day because you get Ahsoka and Only Murders. And Only Murders... It takes a lot to keep me engaged with that.
It is a little slow.
I'll do some house cleaning
make
stuff.
Cookies.
Like I'll do dishes or something while I'm washing that, and you can't get me to do dishes.
Okay, that's not true.
Like I'll do dishes. Like if I'm if I'm liking something that's on.
You could easily get you to do just dishes.
No, I know. But if something's on that I want to watch, I'm not gonna do anything.
Oh.
But I don't mind like side eyeing this and listening to it.
I know. I was kind of the last few episodes I have been like more engaged, but this last episode, I wouldn't even say the first season was legendary.
I'm giving Ahsoka episode 5 or whatever. This last one with the Clone Wars flashbacks and Anakin.
You thought it was sick.
Solid.
Yeah, you thought it was so cool. I haven't been really like. We'll play it at my house or at his, and
she doesn't want to watch it. She made it clear that that's a me show. It made it clear, real clear.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy though?
Right, huh?
Can we go on a rant right now? Just a rant that 0 people are gonna hear, 0 people are gonna care about, but it's just my opinion, and I don't really care. This weekend, you didn't get to watch it, but I was freaking the hell out when Shawnee Boy drops Israel Adesanya. What the hell have we been saying this entire time, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Jared Cannonier, Robert Whittaker, all these guys, they get into Paulo Costa, they get into range, they don't pull the trigger. And I know it's easier said than done, all right? But we got to do it in here with insane striking defense and was not afraid to close the distance. And when he did get in striking range, he threw some shots. And what happened? He dropped Israel. We just needed somebody that could execute the game plan. When I
actually kind of need to see that fight.
Yeah, when Israel was getting he circles around the octagon every single time and tries to outpoint his opponents. This wasn't going to work, especially with Sean Strickland, who was just evading the leg kicks, which over the course of a fight kind of just like break down the opponents. But dude, Sean Strickland's the man, all right? He has the frame, and there was not that much of a size difference in there. And I think that whole entire fight was a fever dream, and I think it really just threw Israel Adesanya off his game. But Sean, he looks so dialed in from the get-go, and it's going to be tough for anybody to knock him out, knock him off the top of the heap, I guess, because he's the champion now. But it's going to be a lot. Like the matchups are going to be more favorable. Like if Robert Whittaker fights Sean Strickland, I can imagine a world in which like Robert Whittaker beats Sean Strickland, and I can imagine a world in which Dricus du Plessis beats Sean Strickland. But like this man, I think this is what happened. Is he kind of like he got a little tight because like in the other fights he knew he was so close to getting a title shot, you know. And so he even admitted, I kind of pussied out because I'm so close. I don't want to fuck this up. And then it ended up biting him in the ass when he lost to Jared Cannonier. But he got the title shot, and now he just laid it all on the line. And he showed all of his skills, bro, and it was just a sparring session for the man. But what I don't understand is, if you're in Dana White's shoes, why is it so concerning that this guy's a champion? Like, I don't understand why they don't want to market him. Like everybody's saying like this is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure, he says crazy shit. Everyone loves him. The reception he got in the press conference in Australia, I mean, obviously it's probably not as good as Israel Adesanya's, but people were on their feet cheering for him, and they people like Sean Strickland. I don't understand. I know he says outlandish shit, but a lot of kind of the shit he says is like low-key kind of facts and things that we don't want to accept all the time. Some of the shit is crazy, obviously, but
yeah.
He's a fun person. Like, I don't get why he would be such a nightmare. Like, I mean, he says shit, but people love that about him. You know, it's what makes him him.
It's kind of like those like Connor guy and like Colby kind of thing.
Yeah, I just don't get why it's that big of a freaking deal that he's the champ. Like, that he's a champion. I feel like you can market the crap out of him. I know you gotta. Okay, and this is also what I have a problem with. Okay. Dana White is always talking about how we don't tell guys what to say, blah blah blah. But like, I feel like there's been occasions where they tell Sean Strickland to dial it back, and it's like, well, then what the fuck are we becoming then? And people would talk about like the brand, UFC brand, like Sean doesn't fit that bill. What are you talking about?
What's the bill?
Okay, what's the brand? If Colby Covington becomes champion, no one is concerned at all. But he's literally a freaking trumper. Sean's not even a trumper, bro, and he's been on record saying that. Like, I don't get what this brand is. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I don't get that.
You as a fighter, Dana White is always expressing you can be yourself. We're not going to tell you what to do. Blah blah blah. And then when it comes to Sean Strickland, things get a little sketchy. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why him? Like, I get that he's a different breed, different from like everyone else that we've really seen in terms of like speaking your mind. But I just don't get what the fucking big deal is that it's like Sean's the man. People love him, and you should be happy that. And I know that losing your poster boy Israel Adesanya kind of sucks because he's your freaking cash cow. But at the same time, it's like, what sells, dude? You know what sells is upset sell. People want to see. People hate
upset sell.
People hate when you go into a pay-per-view knowing Israel Adesanya is going to outpoint a fighter. Like when you have Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier, fucking snooze fest, dude. Jared Cannonier is going to get inside, and he's going to be too hesitant to throw strikes, and Israel's going to just kick his legs out from under him and counter-strike him. Sean Strickland doesn't do that. And I just don't understand this whole dilemma of, oh, this is a nightmare situation for UFC. UFC doesn't really want Sean Strickland in this position. It's like,
yeah.
The way I see it, you couldn't have a better champion.
Yeah.
You get a dude that just wants to do the man dance with you. I mean, that is not just going to circle around the octagon and try to outpoint you. I mean, obviously Sean, like, he did win a decision. He didn't like knock him out, but he had the biggest moment in the fight by far. Most success against Israel Adesanya than anybody other than Alex Pereira. So I think that Sean is the man. It's going to be tough to knock him off, but it is fun knowing that in title fights, anybody on any given night could beat him. Like Robert, I think matches up well against Sean. Wrestling is good. Striking is good. Dricus could definitely beat Sean, so it's going to be interesting to see if anybody can beat Israel Adesanya as the number one contender, though. And it sucks because Israel has built up so much beef with guys like Giagos and up and comers that like it sucks for them because they want to fight for the title, but because everybody's just so used to Israel being the champion. So it kind of sucks in that way because guys are like, what do I want? Do I want a big fight with Israel or do I want to fight for the title?
Yeah.
Because even though Giagos did come out and say, obviously, I want to fight Sean Strickland, you can't tell me he doesn't want Israel Adesanya. I guarantee you that fight makes just as much money, even if it's a non-title fight. Crazy shit going down, man. But I don't know. It just kind of pissing me off, like the brand of the UFC, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, I think Sean is the man. And we got Sean O'Malley and Sean Strickland, the Sean era. That was a cool post, I think, the UFC or ESPN MMA made. But what a crazy cast of characters. Dude, we got Leon Edwards, Islam Makhachev, Sean Strickland, Sean O'Malley, Alejandro Pantoja.
Turn it white.
Huh? I don't know. Like black, it like blanks them out.
Maybe it's a glitch.
Oh yeah, dude. Safari is glitchy as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. You just gotta refresh it.
Is that a new thing? Like, are they trying to do that? Yeah. Weird.
But the title people, like the people that have belts right now, is just so random. But also, this was crazy. Little intro. Bianca's tired because she literally just got done working.
Well, I've
with
just been
5-year-olds, 6-year-olds all day.
They're 5,
but
yeah.
I have been getting up early with her.
I know. So you're probably just as tired.
Not too bad.
I just
talking about UFC
tired.
Lights me up. Like I just get so excited.
It energizes you.
UFC 296. It was dude. Like this would be crazy. Okay. Imagine, on the card that I said we have Conor headlining, we got Sean O'Malley. Because I don't think they're going to go on UFC 295. If we get Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington, holy bananas, bro. This would be the craziest card of all time. You got Conor versus Chandler, a 5-round non-title fight, leading it all, like headlining that shit. Which I don't know how this would work. And then I guess you go like Leon, Colby, co-headliner, and then Sean O'Malley versus Sandhagen or Cheeto Vera. It's tough. Like, I don't know who the co-headliner would be because, Dana loves Sean, but like Colby Covington's a massive draw. And it seems like they go by weight too, where it's like the bigger guys kind of fight.
Yeah.
But even though Conor's the main, you're not going to knock Conor. This is going to be his pay-per-view. But then if you put like Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall in there and then like another crazy fight, like Ian Machado Gary versus fucking Jack Della Maddalena if he wins this weekend would be insane. Or Kevin Holland. Oh my god, dude. That would be probably one of the best, highest selling pay-per-views of all time. Because you get the Colby Trumpers, you get the Conor McGregor, like insane, like international level, and you obviously get Leon Edwards. You get like all of Europe would be watching it. You get the crazy UFC fans, the Trumpers, in Colby Covington, and then you'd get like Australian people if you put freaking what's his face on there.
Robert.
No, Jack Della Maddalena. And then you get more London people if you put Tom Aspinall on there. Then you get the Russians with Sergey Pavlovich. You get a global worldwide if it isn't. It already is all the time, but you would just get the craziest card of all.
Yeah.
That would actually be perfect because if you had Ian Machado Gary, he's from Ireland. New Conor McGregor, starting it off, and then the freaking classic Conor ending it. You get 2 Londoners. You get an American like crazy dude that could easily beat Leon Edwards. I don't know, man. That would be crazy. And then obviously Sean O'Malley is one of the biggest stars in the history of the time. Wow. If I'm the UFC, that's what I'm booking, bro. Yeah. That's the card. Machado Gary versus Jack Della. Pavlovich versus Aspinall. Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto / Sandhagen. Leon versus Colby.
That's what you should have done for your sweepstakes.
Yeah, I know. God damn it. And then obviously Conor Michael. It's going to be crazy. All right. Dude, could you imagine that card? We knocked off Hamzat versus Bo because that's not going to happen.
Why?
Well, it's not as realistic as in real life. Like I was kind of basing this on what could actually happen maybe in real life.
That's true.
Dude, what is happening right now? Literally, I have like Arabic symbols. Oh, wait, now. All right, we're good.
I didn't see, dang it.
We're good. Okay, I have a game for you though, dude.
Okay.
I was literally going through this fight card. Noche UFC, which is a sick name, all right? That's a sick poster too. You've got like sugar skulls and stuff on here.
Oh.
It looks a little Chinese though, but yeah.
That kind of looks like a gong or whatever.
It does. I was about to say it looks like one of those things. Like no, it looks like one of the like slot machines in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
They're like, what's the game that Sheridan plays all the time that they just absolutely press a button, waste so much
Is it like
money?
the dragon something?
Yeah, I forget what the exact name is. It's like Dao. Jinsei Dao. I think is what it's called.
I was not expecting that.
Jinsei Dao. It's a money eater right there. My first ever gambling experience. All right. I was going through here. Let's refresh the page just to make sure nothing fell through the time that you came over. We've got a good card here, but we're gonna pick.
And this is this Saturday.
Yeah. Remember when we did a fight card and we picked solely off of nicknames?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got some killer nicknames on here. All right.
Sick.
We're gonna start out. So we've got Josephine Knutson, I guess. She's freaking got that Viking blood in her. Versus Marnik Man. Okay. Marnik Man. Her name is the Sawed-Off Savage.
The Sawed-Off Savage.
And then Josephine Knutson is Thunder, which makes sense because she is from. Is that Sweden? Yes. Are you going with?
Is there a lot of thunder there?
I don't know, but it kind of makes sense. Vikings, like Valhalla. Kind of makes sense there, I guess.
I'm
gonna go Sawed-Off Savage though.
What? I'm going Thunder.
Dude, I'm going Sawed-Off Savage. But she's good though. She's like number 1 in Nordic freaking.
Okay, I'm going Thunder.
Thunder? She probably is going to win though. All right. Then, next one, bro. We've got Alex Reyes, the Executioner.
Oh.
Versus Charlie, the Cannibal Campbell. Who names himself the Cannibal?
Cannibal?
What a killer nickname, bro. Yeah.
And what's the other one? The Executioner?
Yeah. The Executioner is the Cannibal.
Cannibal. Because Cannibal Campbell sounds cool.
The Cannibal Campbell. It's a little bit of Charlie Cannibal Campbell.
Yeah.
Charlie
Cannibal Campbell. Or Alex the Executioner Reyes.
I'm going to go Executioner.
Okay,
because if you're the Executioner, you can be a cannibal too.
Execute the job.
Yeah, you could be both.
I actually do like the sound of his, but I think the Cannibal Campbell thing is funny.
And then Tracy Cortez. And then it was funny how it lined up. 2 people that don't have nicknames are fighting. Like Tracy Cortez and Jasmine Jazudavicious. Like multiple people that don't have nicknames. She's actually coming off a big dub against Miranda Maverick, bro.
It's like the most complicated last name I've ever seen.
And she beat Gabriela Fernandez. She kind of got her shit together after getting the crap kicked out of her from Natalia. All right, you're going Tracy blank, the blank versus the blank. Tracy Cortez is a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll go Hispanic heritage. But I'm going Jasmine though because I think she's gonna be.
We're doing complete opposites so far. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Edgar Chirez, who is Pitbull. Chirez. Versus Miojo.
No.
What's Miojo?
Daniel Miojo something. Couldn't see it fast enough.
Ramen noodles? No, not a shot, bro.
There's no way his nickname is Ramen Noodles. Did you look
No,
up?
it says in Portuguese. Portuguese miojo is ramen noodles. Did we just find the sickest nickname of all time? There's not a shot his name is.
His name is Daniel
Ramen Noodles?
Miojo. Did you spell that right? Go back up.
I am almost positive.
Go back up. Oh, he has a lot of losses.
He eats too much ramen.
There's a lot of red.
Dude, yeah,
Miojo.
So he eats dude, his nickname is in English via Google Translate is ramen noodles. And for that fact, he's going to.
Why'd you say miojo in English? Did you spell that in Spanish?
No, that's how it came out. I clicked that because I was like,
why don't you look up miojo in English and just see if it types up?
It does. It literally says it right there.
Yeah, but
I'm going ramen noodles. 100%. I mean, dude, his nickname's ramen noodles.
What was the other guy's? Pitbull? I like that one. Because I love
you
Pitbulls.
have to go with the Hispanic. Roman Kopylov and Josh Fremd, I don't think they have nicknames. I'll go Roman Kopylov.
Then I'll go Josh.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Fremds look good recently, though. Okay. Fernando Padilla versus Lupita Godinez. Elise Reed doesn't have a nickname though. God dang it. So I guess we gotta go Loopy because she has a nickname.
No, I want to see what her nickname is.
It's Loopy.
Lupita
Godinez. Yeah. She's crazy.
I like her.
Yeah, we'll go Loopy on that one. JK, I'll go Elise Reed. Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson. Ooh. This one's a good one, I think. Kyle the Monster versus
Roman
El Valiente. That's a good one. Is Valiente, is that
Fernando El Valiente Padilla.
Does that mean valiant or violent?
La Valente.
No, violencia is violent, right?
Valiente. I don't know. Actually, that might be violent, but I don't know. I think it means violent.
Brave. Yeah, valiant.
Oh.
Yeah. I think violencia is violence.
No. Violencia? I'm pretty sure it means a violin.
Yeah.
How did you know that and I didn't?
How
do you know this?
Because I'm pretty sure people have said it, like on UFC, like violencia.
Violencia.
What's violin in Spanish, though? Violin in Spanish is violin. Really branching out there.
Literally the same thing.
Just with an accent on it. Okay, all right. We're going Padilla on that one. Daniel Zellhuber, it's Golden Boy versus
Daniel Golden Boy, whatever.
Zellhuber
or
the Spartan.
Christos the Spartan.
Giagos. I'm going Golden Boy.
Spartan. We're literally going opposites. Spartan.
Raul Rojas is the problem boy. El Niño Problema.
Rojas, El Niño Problema Jr.
Yep. Versus Terrence Mitchell. I think he's like Tear Bear. Tear Bear is baller. I love Tear Bear.
I like the problem boy.
Dude, I don't understand. Kevin Holland is the trailblazer. Jack Della doesn't have a freaking nickname. And Alexa Grasso doesn't have a nickname. And Valentina Shevchenko is the bullet.
How does she not have a nickname?
Because she doesn't want one, dude. Alexa Grasso's going to get this dub. Don't even get it twisted.
It should be Alexa. Ass or
Whoa!
Ass Grasso. Because you know how they say your ass is grass? Like your ass is grass when they're mad at you. So it could be Alexia ass is Grasso.
Dude, that's fucking savagery. Cessped, though.
What's that?
It's grass, right?
It has to rhyme like grass. It can't be
ass is cessped. No, dude, that's actually
Alexa. Alexa.
Your ass is.
No, ass
Grasso.
is Grasso.
Alexa ass is Grasso?
Yeah.
It has to be
like your ass is grass.
But her ass isn't gonna be grass. It's
Alexa.
Your ass is Grasso.
Grasso.
Good thing we don't have a fucking Alexa in here.
Your ass is.
Dude, could you imagine how much an Alexa would be lighting up right now?
Yeah. If they're whoever's listening, if they're in their living room, it's like.
Yeah. I doubt that. I doubt families are huddling over watching the All Here No Game. New one's out. Let's go. Maybe one day.
That's so funny. Okay, but Alexia, your ass is Grasso. I like that.
Yeah, that's fucking savage.
We should tell her that.
We need to DM her that.
Trademark it.
Could you imagine Bruce Weber just yelling that? And remember,
Alexa, your ass is Grasso.
I like that. Even though they're gonna say Grasso. Grazie. Two things. What was I gonna say here? Did we have any new fights before we get into just the main things I really care about? Oh yeah, Daniel Willicant Santos is gonna be fighting Daniel Marcos. Watch out for that shit. We'll talk about that later as it gets closer. It's gonna be a baller fight. But in terms of the card, all right, let's get this sucker over with. Two main things to watch. Daniel Zellhuber versus Christos Giagos. Golden Boy Daniel Zellhuber is the real deal in my opinion, okay? We were in his last fight against
Why'd you go for the other guy then?
Huh?
I voted for Daniel.
I went for Daniel Golden Boy. You went for the Spartan.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you're like, we're going opposites. But Daniel Zellhuber is the freaking man in his last fight against Lando Venata. And I know that he did get touched up a little bit in that fight, but Lando Venata is a tricky guy. He can throw shots from strange angles, and he's just kind of hard to get a read on. But I think what that fight did for Daniel Zellhuber is it gave him confidence, and he was going forward, bro. And when he goes forward, start throwing that jab, he's got some wicked hooks that are extremely fast. He's got clean boxing, and he's got wild knees that really hurt Lando Venata. I think that he's going to give Christos problems, but the reason why I'm like really excited to see this fight is because Christos, he's coming off that dub against Ricky Glenn. And what I was noticing in the fight is like in Daniel Zellhuber's fight is, dude, he gets cracked a little bit in exchanges in the pocket, and Christos Giagos, he straight up dropped Ricky Glenn when Ricky Glenn was not paying very good attention, throwing a punch, and like I think Christos hit him over the back of the ear and just knocked him pretty much out cold. So I think that when these guys connect, when these guys come together, it's going to be a matter of whose left hooks are going to land first. And I know that Daniel, he did get cracked, but Lando Venata, I don't think he hits as hard as Christos. So it's going to be crazy. And I think when these guys come together, it's going to be an absolute war. But I really do think, I don't know what Daniel Zellhuber, his ground game is like. He's huge for the division. I think he can impose his reach on a lot of different guys. And when he gets it rolling and starts pushing the pace, pushes you up against the octagon, it's a scary sight. And I would not want to be across the octagon from him when he's starting to feel himself, because he's huge for the division. And when he starts to, because when he's only 23 years old, bro, he's going to get it rolling. He's going to start learning stuff quickly. And when he starts getting those front kicks dialed in, ranging them up, he also threw a question mark kick against Lando Venata. He's going to be throwing attacks from all different angles, and he's going to be a problem. So I'm excited. I honestly do kind of want to see Christos Giagos grapple a little bit, because I want to know where Daniel Zellhuber's at. But Christos can't do it later in the fight when he's a little bit gassed out, because he's just going to get touched up. It's going to be a good fight. Both have great hooks, and that's what I'm looking at. Which hook lands quicker, Daniel's or Christos Giagos? Well, I think it's going to be a banger, baby. But Daniel Zellhuber, keep him on your radar. I picked him so many times on the UFC sweepstakes because I was super impressed with his fight against Lando Venata. But this is good because Christos Giagos, he's fought some good dudes. Thiago Moises, Arman Tsarukyan, even though he didn't beat them, but that's still a lot of experience. But next thing, dude, I think we got the most hyped matchup. Like, this is low-key like the sickest co-main event you have. When you have a freaking championship belt on the line for free on UFC Noche UFC, I think the perfect co-main event is to have Kevin Trailblazer Holland, Joaquin Buckley's dad, versus Jack Della Maddalena. Dude, this fight's going to be good. And this is going to be amazing because Jack Della Maddalena, he's going to be coming in here ready to absolutely fire. Because I think he's caught a lot of he caught a lot of slack for his last fight, even though he cut weight twice, bro. And then had to fight freaking a brick wall of a human being in Hafez. So I'm looking Jack Della Maddalena first round KO though. But it's going to be crazy. I don't know what's going to happen because I can also see Kevin Holland because he's just a long rangy freak show. And his shots sting, man. His shots absolutely sting you. And Jack does get hit when you fire some straight jabs and stuff. Like, Jack will eat some because he did in his last fight. Even against Randy Rude Boy Brown, I feel like he got touched a little bit. Pete Rodriguez touched him a little bit early in the fight. I don't know what's going to happen. Jack Della, he has great boxing defense, but he does get tagged a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how he eats a Kevin Holland shot because this Kevin Holland is probably, without a doubt, the best guy he's fought so far. And Kevin Holland, I know he's not underestimating Jack Della Maddalena, but he comes into fights really confident, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I think we're just going to get a full-on masterclass from Jack Della Maddalena. He's going to be ripping the body. I think he's going to tire out Kevin Holland. And he's going to come over the top and crack him. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack Della tries to wrestle a little bit here too, but for the most part, it's going to be a stand and bang battle. I know it's going to be one of the best fights of the year, baby. I know that for a fact. Just the way Kevin Holland manages distance, manages range, and his ground game has got a lot better. So if Jack Della does shoot, I can see him stuffing a takedown. But all it comes down to Jack Della freaking Maddalena getting on the inside, man. Just like he did against Randy Rude Boy Brown. I think the Randy Brown fight is going to pay huge dividends in this fight because that's the exact frame that Kevin Holland is. So I'm just a big Jack Della fan, if you couldn't tell. But I would not be surprised one bit if Kevin Holland gets this dub. But this is huge for Jack Della because I think he'll finally be able to like move up into the rankings a little bit, right? I guess one spot, 13 versus 14. So, but yeah, Jack Della Maddalena, I think it's perfect for him because if he gets this dub, Ian Machado Gary's right there. But Ian Gary was saying that he doesn't want to fight anybody below him. I don't know, bro. I think that a Jack Della fight is big enough, especially on UFC 296. Be crazy. I wouldn't be mad if Ian Machado Gary fought somebody else though. But after this dub for Jack Della, he's only ascending to superstardom from here on out. So that's all I got, dude. Gonna be a good fight night. I think Agrasso is gonna retain her title though. I think it's gonna be a good night for the Mexicanos.
Oh man, I think she's gonna. I think
Bullet's gonna come back.
Valentina is gonna
come back and get her.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's gonna be a completely different fight. It's gonna be interesting though. If Valentina can take her down, Alexis might have
opposites on this card. You and I, like literally to a T.
You picked Kevin Holland?
I want Kevin Holland to win.
Oh my goodness! What?
I don't not like Jack Della Maddalena, but I don't dislike Kevin.
He's so funny, bro. I'm not gonna be mad if Kevin Holland wins. I just like Jack more.
Yeah, no, I do like Jack too. Yeah, we'll see.
These last two fights are gonna be bangers. So I really do think this girl main event, is gonna be savagery. Especially if it stays on the feet. Because Alex Grasso's boxing is so good, and I think she's the only one that can tag Valentina Shevchenko in that division right now.
Is she your favorite girl boxer or
Who?
girl MMA fighter?
Natalia Silva is probably my favorite.
Okay, that's it.
But Alexa Grasso, she's been up there for a while because I knew her boxing is insane. It was just a matter of if her takedown defense can hold up.
Yeah.
And now it's going to get better. I mean, I imagine that's the only thing she's been working on. Because I think that Valentina was able to get her on her back, right? It was tough. But, yeah, we'll see, dude. Thank you guys so much. And
he finally got me back on the pod. And we'll see if I'll be here next week or the week after that. Because are you going to probably film next week?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, then I'll probably be back.
Crazy fights, baby. Crazy fights. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dave's Hot Chicken. Yes, sir. Not a sponsor.
I think that's the most random thing to say.
How's that most random? That's the thing we're going to eat after this.
Yeah, but they don't know that. You're like, bye, Dave's Hot Chicken. Like, how would they know?
Bro, they just know. They're my fans. Thank you for 300 on highlights page, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. 300K.
One day.
All right.
Love
Bye,
you
guys.